these two. Let me check over here.
Right there.
Okay, bye.
Okay, nice. Oh!
Play together anytime, anywhere. Nintendo Switch. Games rated E to E10+. Together anytime, anywhere. Nintendo Switch. Games rated E to E10+. Together anytime, anywhere. Nintendo Switch. Games rated E to E10+.
All right.
Anytime.
All right, guys. Well, just let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. Just text me. Does anybody can hear me and see me? All right. Music. All right. Music. What up? What's up? You guys hear me, right? Okay. Let me type it out. You guys can hear me. Ugh. All right. Can you hear me and see me? That's important. That's definitely important, because like, what's the whole point of the stream if you can't hear me or you not even see me at all? All right, we'll get this started very quickly. I just need to share this to my Facebook and Twitter. This is so cool. Technology nowadays, you know. So hit me up, guys. What's up? How's everybody doing? Ugh, I never tested like this. It's so weird. Oh my god, I just want to punch this so bad. Alright. Now join us. Alright, let me try this out. Ooh, too much. Now let me try it out. There you go. Awesome. Alright, so shared it. Just one more, guys. Then we get the Twitter one, and we're done. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Alright, let's do this. Hi guys, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. Got a couple of people joining in here. I appreciate it very much for you guys to come in here in this session. Welcome to another live stream session of Wolfson. I'm your host, yours truly, Wolfson. I'm just right here whipping out this session. This is like my ready to go session every time I open up Ableton. So whenever I got some ideas, I just dive in right there directly, and instead of like forming a project out of the blue and then just like taking your sweet ass time, I'm just having that project to be made up. Well, you got the idea. Sometimes it just destroys that creativity that you had in your head, you know. So what you do is just you create a template based on what you're used to on Ableton. That's one of the cool things, you know, because I could just like put my favorite kicks, my favorite snares, my favorite hi-hats, rides, whatever, builds, and have my drops and everything ready to go. You know, it's like I got, you know, the spare audios, the VODs group, the FX group, you know. I'll definitely add or delete some effects, you know. The breakdowns have the breakdown group, that's where all the melodies coming from. The sub for everything. Obviously the drops got right here like a samples. That means like if I'm like resampling out of the sounds, or I'm just, you know, using some sounds from packs that I usually get most of the time, then I'll just add and just cut it and have a little short of it and then use it. Then, you know, my usual stuff, the synths, bass lines, that leads the leads, the growls, the screechies, and, you know, whatever it is. And then I got the kicks, the drums, build up, the side trigger, which is important. I'm gonna show you guys how you use properly how to use a side chain, you know, because a lot of people use side chain, has different methods, you know. I'm not here to let you guys know which method is right. I'm here to let you guys there's a better way to use to properly use this sidechain, you know. So instead of, you know, using your usual, you can just simplify yourself by doing this. I don't know how it works on other DAWs like Fruity Loops or Logic or so, but this works perfectly fine with me on Ableton. I'm gonna show you guys what it is. And by the way, if you got this plugin, it's called Shaper Bots or Volume Shaper. If you got that plugin, it's dope. This is the perfect way how you can actually sidechain. If you don't have it, I suggest you go get it. It's not that expensive. It's like $40 the plugin, and it's gonna like change the outcome of your sidechaining completely. But so before we get started, let's start to do some feedbacks before we get started. So I just whipped out a couple right now. So let's see what we got here. Here. Alright, my boy Corrupt Criminals. Oh, there's another one. Oh, fudge. I'll delete this. Oh, he whooped out another one. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna listen to Corrupt Criminals. I'm gonna listen to 2 of your tracks. First, I'm gonna listen to Wolfgang. Shout out Cole. He sent me this project, so let's see. Let's listen to it, man.
get your hands up. Come on. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Everybody get your hands up. Come on. Get your hands up. Get your hands up.
Alright, Wolfgang. First off, it's actually a nice track. I like it. I fuck with it to the extent that, you know, it made me head back a couple times. There's a couple, you know, things here that it got me off guard. I was like, I like it. It was good. Let's see. What I say this track is not done for a couple of reasons. But this track is definitely have potential. Like, I can feel that it's got the potential for a major track. First things first, I just want to say that the mix is good. So far I don't hear anything unusual and stuff. What would I say is that I believe the breakdown area on this part, like, it's too repetitive, you know? It's good. Like, it has the good vibes, it's good feeling, it's building up to something hard and nasty. But, you know, you just, like, it loses interest around here, you know? And that's the last thing you want from your people. You don't want your people to lose interest on your tracks. You want them to feel like, oh, wow, what's coming next? Like, oh, it's the same thing. Oh, wait, oh, you add some twist to it. That's what you want. Most of this is just, like, give the element of surprise, you know? Have that. So I love it that you start adding some, you know, little drums grooves here and there over here. But I should say, like, cut 4 bars out of this section. Just cut 4 bars and just, like, put it together. And if you're gonna add some drums into it, like, add something like spontaneous. Like, you can add like a future bass drum group, so you can actually have like that groove back, and then you have people like completely freak out if you actually do that, because that's because not everybody does that. Not everybody puts a future bass drum group into a dubstep track. It's very, very hard to do that, and not everybody can pull it off. I've only heard like at least 1 or 2 people who were able to pull it off. Trollface pulled it off last year, and it was dope. It completely freaked everybody out. So if you actually add like the drum group like style of future bass, or just have like a 808 bass like here, you know, it'll sound dope, and it will not lose it. And I'll say, hold on. Yeah, don't change anything from there except for the drums, you know, the drum group. Don't change anything else. Just keep it like that, and add those drum groups. Yeah, definitely it'll make the song even more like, whoa, more what's the word I can say? More unique and more completed, you know? And and that way you won't feel that this part is the same as this part. Like, no, these two are different things. These two have 2 different stuff, all right? So I recommend you do that. Another thing I noticed, if you're gonna leave it like that, that's fine, that's cool, that's totally up to you. Just raise the volume a little bit of the drum section right here. That little. Yeah, just raise it a little bit because it sounds a little bit low and I barely can hear it, and it's gotten to a point like, you know, it's fighting with each other with the main breakdown melodies. Another thing, when you guys got drum groups on any section, doesn't matter whether it's the drop area or the breakdown area, have it sidechain. Doesn't matter. If there's a kick and a snare, have it sidechain. No matter what. Have it sidechain on no matter what section. Because if not, it's just going to be clashing. It's just going to be clashing. And then you'll have to be like, oh, let me modulate this. Let me automate this. Let me lower this. Like, no, let's just keep it less is more, you know? Keep it short and simple. Overall, the track is dope. The only thing I would say about the drop is that I heard that sound before. I don't know if it's a preset or if you did made it. That, hey, kudos, man. You did a great job. But I have heard that sound. I don't know from who. Like, I know it's like it's an old song. I know that sound came from an old song, like around 2014, 2015, because I remember that I played a certain song like that in that era, in that year. And I don't know, it's from the Never Say Die crew or... No, it has to be from Never Say Die, because I know it's like... It's dope. The ribbon is dope. It's just like I heard that type of sound, you know, and the growls and the screechy, bro, kudos. Leave it there. Leave it there. It's good. I will say change that, the... Let me hear. Yeah, that part. I heard that sound before, you know, and what you always want to try to do is keep it as original as possible. You don't want to remake or replica someone, you know. If you actually did have a reference track to make this track, that's dope. I'm not bashing you about it. I do reference all the time. Like, I always put a Soundboy track on one of my tracks to reference it. I put like freaking like Virtual Riot sometimes as well as like songs that I like. I session too. It's like as long as like you sound original and doesn't like sound like almost the same, then you're good. But if you actually cut some same sounds from the original, then you lose the originality. Then what you're trying to do is a remake of that song, you know. So my suggestion is like sound design. Just have something or search for a new preset. Like if you download presets, that look for a preset that you think it's dope that you haven't heard from anybody, and you know, bang, just try mess around with it, you know. Tweaking presets, it's part of sound designing, you know. I don't care what everybody says, like, oh no, you're not a producer if you don't know how to sound design. Like, no, bro, not necessarily. Cause how many house DJs are there right now in the world that doesn't know how to sound design? And most of their tracks are all presets, and what they do is just layer it. And if you take a preset and you start tweaking stuff, like reverse engineer it and change a lot of things from it, but it still kept the same style knobs and then create a new sound, that's still sound designing. It really is. So don't let everybody tell you like, oh no, you're not sound designing. Bro, don't listen to anybody. If you feel that you're doing good on the sound design, you keep at it, man. But if you're using just regular presets to make as your main sound, I suggest not to do that. If you want to use it as like a shout or like a stab or something, then go by all means. Yeah, go for it because everybody does it. But leave it as your main thing. That's where I like, nah, man, don't do it. You know, just keep it original. Like I said, overall the track sounds dope. I like it. You know, I wish there's like there's a loud, but there's not a like. I wish I could just like it. I wish I could just like your track, bro. But Cole, if you're watching, Wolfgang, if you're watching, I like your track. It's good. It's a good track overall. It's just side chain this area. Have a future bass drop or trap part over here, drum group. Don't change the melodies, keep it like that. And change the lead of the drop. Fills, growls, everything from the drop sounds dope. Just keep at it. You're right in the right track, you know. You're right there, you know. So yeah, man, that's dope. Alright, let's go to Corrupt Criminal. What up, my boy? He's from right here, South Florida. Another crazy dude. His stuff is sick. Let's hear what's the fire. Oh, crap! Now it's not working. Oh my god! All right, let me just like, yo, Corrupt. This shit is dope, man. Just let me just like lay it out right here. Let me just like so I can give you the full feedback of it. So far, I got. So far, it sounds dope. You know. Oh, come on, just do it. Well, the first thing I know I can tell from here is that, oh my god, just do it. I hate when it does that. Oh my god. Alright, whatever. Alright, bro. Well, first things first. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hello there. Alright, so first things first, track sounds dope. It's definitely gnarly and heavy. It definitely sounds more like a heavy tune, underground tune, you know, and I see the angle you're going. It sounds dope. I don't know if it's rhythm. Correct me if I'm wrong, if this rhythm, if it's not rhythm. Alright. Just FYI, guys, I'm not that big of a rhythm dude, so I would not know much about rhythm. Most of it, I only know a few rhythm tracks here and there. Like, I don't know everything of rhythm. But needless to say, rhythm is still dubstep. Just like bro step is still dubstep. Just like melodic dubstep is dubstep. Just like volley step or drum step. it is still dubstep. You know, everything comes from dubstep. You know, it definitely sounds very underground-ish. Like it's not a mainstream track. It definitely sounds like more like specific people. So I guess if it's going for those written dudes, do you only do feedback on written dubstep? No, I actually do feedback on any other genre. Like it doesn't have to be dubstep. I actually do house, completstro, bass house, twerk, trap, dubstep, hybrid trap, festival trap. You know, like you name it. Like it doesn't have to be dubstep. I'm titled as a bass music producer. So anything that's around the bass music scene genre, then yeah, I'll do feedback. But that's not like necessarily true because like my ears were trained to listen to all sorts of music. So all right, cool. Let me just hit. I'll get to you right now, my man. So as I was saying, like, let me see if I can actually find it here. Hold on. I can actually. Oh my god, this is so. Alright. Hey, dude, if you're watching, send it to my email. It's wolfsonmusic@gmail.com. I'll write you right now my email. Send it to my email. Boom, for sure, brother. For sure. I'll listen to you right now, my man. As I was saying, like, so this track is actually dope. It's very underground, very probably, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have that much problem with it. It definitely sounds good. It actually delivers for what's aiming. The only thing I will change or make some edits around it, it'll be the build-up. Yes. The build-up, it sounds like you haven't stopped the original melody of it, and you just keep it going until it hits to the drop. And then the build-up just started to like join in whenever it feels like it. I would say, like, if you want to do that, just filter in. Just have it like a filter on that melody, so that way the build-up can actually initiate. Because if not, it just, you know, it doesn't sound like it feels right, you know? Doesn't sound right at all. So my suggestion for that is what you can do. Add a filter for the drum group section and for the melody section. So what you do is that when the build-up part starts to come, you filter it out, and then when the melody starts to come into when the build-up drop starts to come up, you start to filter in. So that way you got two things going like this, and then you just focus on and then everybody will pay attention to the drop, and then bam. You need to have like a time space to breathe on your tracks. Like there's sections in your tracks. That's called the song arrangement, in which you have an intro, a breakdown, a build up, a drop, and then your second breakdown, second build up, second drop, outro. Obviously, people can manipulate it however they want to, but that's your typical normal paces. So what you want to do is from your breakdowns, you want to zero in so you can build your build-ups, you know. On top of that, I will say also add a riser here, you know. It will be dope if you can actually add a riser to the build-ups, and this includes this build-up to this build-up as well. So add a riser, and then it'll definitely add more flavor to the track, you know, and people will go like, oh, something's coming out right now, you know. Something's like, whoa, you know. That's definitely one of my suggestions, you know. Overall, the track is dope. I have no problem with the drop. Drop definitely sounds gnarly and nasty, you know. Let's see. Yeah, just it sounds good, you know. It just needs a little work on the builds right there, and then after that, you could just mix and master, then you'll be done with it, you know. Send it to these rhythm networks; they'll definitely listen to it. Let me listen one more track with you, and then check it out. Not bad. Alright, here's what I think. This track is definitely better than the previous one that I heard. Honest to God, bro, Papa. Corrupt Criminals. This track is definitely way better than the track that you sent me. I don't know, is it because like one of them was the version 1 or and final? I don't know. Was it version 1? Oh, okay. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Like definitely good kudos on this track. This track sounds dope. Definitely, I can tell this is rhythm. I love the way you actually changed the patterns of the drop. You didn't keep it like. I'm not bashing any rhythm dudes. If I have rhythm dudes, I apologize for what I'm about to say. I'm not, but this is not me bashing you guys. I will never bash anyone with whatever genres you guys make or love listening to or whatever. I will never, you'll never hear me bashing anybody. But this is my personal opinion of what I feel what rhythm is. Rhythm is definitely the techno version of dubstep. That's what I believe, because most of the time, the tracks that I hear, the drops are so simple, and it's just one main synth the whole time. It's just whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like it gets super repetitive. Like, and most of the time I just like don't like to listen to it. Maybe a lot of you guys love it. Hey man, if you love it, you love it. You follow it. Personally, I don't love it. I don't like it. And I can see why many of you actually do the whole chopping thing, because it actually switches the whole repetitive thing. And kudos for those who do that. I call it mixing, but whatever. That's a different topic. Anyways, but coming to that, I'm gonna say like, yeah, good job on actually changing the patterns of it. You didn't keep it so repetitive all the time. You actually switch it up every so often. That it kept me interested to listen to the whole time. Like, good job. Like you actually did a good job on this. The only thing I'm about to say is that I noticed that there's I don't know how the build-ups you guys. I don't know how you rhythm dudes do the build-ups, because I didn't feel a build-up, and it was just like I came out of nowhere and bam, there you go, you got a drop. So I don't know how you guys do it, but if that's how it is, all right, then yeah, you know, kudos, you did a great job. If not, then you know, you just work with the build-up again. Just work with the build-ups, have it sidechain, and what else? Oh yeah, I noticed that the kick is like distorted as fuck. Like I can hear the kick very distorted. You might want to check on the kick. You don't want to distort the kick. That's like the one thing you don't want to. You definitely want the kick to be in your face, but you want it to be in your face clean and crisp, clear. You don't want to like you want to try to avoid that as much as possible. So I did notice that you had a sub underneath it, underneath the kick. If you do have a sub underneath the kick, I suggest not to do that. That's more for when you're doing a festival trap, or you're doing a hybrid trap, or you're doing a twerk trap. That's when you normally do have a bass or a kick sub underneath the kick, but not on dubstep. That's definitely, you can have it. You can have some, because remember, you'll be clashing along with all the other sounds that has its own low ends, you know, has its own bass lines. So you try to avoid that as much as possible, you know. Overall, the track is dope. It's definitely, you're in the right path, so keep it up, my man. Good job. All right, so next I got Nothing. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. Nothing. Uploading, wait, what? I want to see it. Uploading boring content. Very original. I like that. All right, Papa. I just got this from this dude on my chat, so I'm gonna listen to it. Let's see. Don't skip anything, because I want you to hear every little bit, my dude. You got it. I'm gonna listen to everything, man. Alright, so if you join in, be sure to send your feedbacks, just tracks for feedbacks. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and listen, and then skip to the sound designing and tricks for everybody. All right. Yeah, Nothing. Oh, all right, cool. All right, sweet. So I pronounced it right. All right, let's listen to you, my man. Oh shit, glitch up. All right, let's do it. Glitch up? Nice. Nothing. Yo, this track is actually sick. I haven't listened to a glitch up in a long ass time, and me listening to your track just like brought me like chills. It brought me like the times I used to listen glitch up back in the days. That's like, let's see. Oh man, I started listening glitch up. Whoa, when dubstep rised up, you know. It's a lot of years, bro. Great job on this track, you know, and I see the description you did right here. Glass equals glitch up with some jazz. Bro, the track is dope. And if this is a genre that you're trying to create, by all means, go for it, man. This is, you may be onto something right now. This is right now money making right here. I'm telling you straight up. Because to be honest, I have never listened to any of the bass music with some jazz influence. I probably have listened some house music with jazz on it. There is, but I never listened to anything with the bass music, let alone with like dubstep or bass house or complextro, trap, drum and bass, jungle breakbeat, like maybe breakbeats, but I don't listen to breakbeats, and I wouldn't know. But this is actually good. It's musically great from beginning to end. You know, I feel like when I listen to it, I feel like you're telling me a story. That's what you're trying to do, and I fuck with that. I love when tracks take me somewhere and it's like guiding me to something. It's like literally telling me a story. See what's up. See how is everything. You know, I love that because it basically it separates you from being a music producer from against everybody that's trying to be a music producer and makes it out in the scene. Like, you're definitely onto something. I won't say that this will be like a headline show, like a headline festival type stuff, but this is definitely like big main events type stuff. Like, I can definitely see this. Like, if somebody is into glitch hop, I can definitely see somebody playing this. I love the way you call it glass glitch up with some jazz. Like, this is actually musically good, you know, and this is the type of music that someone can actually appreciate it. And if someone is on the blues and somebody is like down and they need to listen to some good music, they will listen to this track. And definitely, you're on the track on this. I never heard anything like this. Like, wow. Like, probably this is gonna be my first time ever listening to some glitch hop. And let me see, like, I want to hear it again. I'm gonna skip a few parts because like now I know more or less what I'm expecting. So first things first, you're right. It needs to be mastered. Like, definitely needs to be mastered. Like, it sounds way too low. I actually had to boost up the volume of my headphones for me to listen to it. And yeah, it definitely is low as fuck, but not that low. But still low enough for me to actually boost it. Like, it needs to be mastered. It needs to be properly mastered by someone from that genre or someone that has worked with this genre before, you know. Yeah, it definitely needs to master. I noticed that this drop is different from this drop, so I noticed the direction you went. You went like, let me go like heavy stuff around here, and let me go happy and diverse stuff right here. I'm all forward to that. You know why? Because I do that most of the time, and it has given me great results. You know, so you did good. One thing I noticed, you need to sidechain. Yes, you need to sidechain, not only in the drops, but also any part when there's a kick or there's a snare. You need to sidechain it, bro. Like, you have to. It's the only way for it not to clash with the sounds. Because I did notice that it's not being sidechained, or if it is sidechained, it's not properly being sidechaining. You know. So I need to work on that sidechain a little bit. Another thing I noticed, the low ends. Yeah, I noticed there's some low ends right here that is not going along with the main sieve of this drop. You know, there's some low ends that doesn't go with one another, or it's not, or if there's a low end, it's not falling through. So yeah, I noticed that very quickly right here, but it's nothing serious. It's something that you can definitely work on it, but just, you know, I just noticed it right here. You know, just work on the low end. Basically, we'll work on the low ends and work on the side chain and have it mastered. If you don't know how to master, I got a side chain there. Oh, you do? Well, take a look at the side chain then. Yeah, just take a look at it, because something is not feeling right in the drop or in the breakdown area. Something doesn't feel right, but it sounds dope. I'm not saying that it's wrong. No, don't get it twisted. Like, don't think like, oh yeah, it's bad. Like, no. It's actually good. The track itself is good. It's like, it make me happy, you know. It's just as the technical guy, I notice those little details. But yeah, other than that, it's dope, man. Just take a look at the low ends, check it out. There's some things that they're not going along with your main basses or leads, and you know, the sidechain, and have it mastered. Other than that, bro, this track is dope. Yeah, bro. Like, and my suggestion, let me see your profile. I'm gonna take a look at your profile a bit. Definitely have this. So, oh, you're 15 years old. Damn. 15 years old and you produce this. This is dope, bro. Good job. Nothing. Hey, man. Good job, bro. 15 years old and you make something amazing, man. Great job. Keep at it, brother. I just want to see your tracks. That's all. All right. So, Chill Hop, Kyoto. Okay. So I more or less know what you're trying to get. Where are you? Okay. Hey, Papa, you deserve a like from me. Actually, every other feedback, if it sounds dope, I'll give a like for sure. And the other two, Corrupt Criminals and Wolfgang, if there was the like option, I would have just liked it right there. But I publicly told you I liked it, you know. And Corrupt Criminals, your stuff is amazing. But you, instead of sending me a link, you sent me the chat. So the fact that I have my chats right there, yeah, I like it. So for you, Nothing for Sweden, I like this track. And my suggestion is the stuff I told you, and you should continue to make songs of this genre, because you're definitely up to something, you know. And this track proves it all. Like, you're definitely right there on the money. Like, this could be a new genre or new subgenre for the glitch hop genre, you know. You can definitely come up with something. So if you could come up with more stuff like this, you could definitely come up more stuff like this, bro. Somebody's gonna listen to it. Somebody's gonna pick you up. That's for sure, because you're not just making a song, you're making a genre, and that's very hard nowadays. Nowadays, everybody's trying to make something, like try the new trend or try the new genre style, but it's so hard because it's already it's saturated to the point like everybody's now starting to sound a little bit the same. So the fact that you're doing this combination of glitch hop and jazz that you call it glass, I say keep going at it, bro. Keep going at it, bro. You're right there. So my suggestion is keep working on those type of music and make glitch hop stuff like that. Something will come up. Someone will come in and be like, yo, I fuck with you. I dig with your shit. I wanna play your shit. That's for sure, bro. And yeah, man. Like, keep sending me more stuff like this, bro. I'll definitely listen to it, man. Good job, Papa. Good job. The other thing, yeah, last thing, remember to master. Like, if you don't know how to master, that's fine. There's people with professional services who does that. If you need to master one of your tracks, let me know. I don't master my tracks. I usually have my producer homies to do it for me, you know. A rule of fun that I follow is that, you know, you don't want to master your own craft because you hear it so many times that it gets to a point to your ears like it sounds good. You don't need to master it, and that is wrong. You don't want that. So I'd rather pay certain amount of money to for somebody to master my tracks. Every price is different. I can definitely recommend you one of my boys. I just started talking to him just recently. Great person. His name, I'm pretty sure you all know him. His name's Attic. He does mastering services for a low price. So if you're actually interested for mastering, hit me out so I can send you his email, and you know, you take it from there. You know, and he will master like no less than $50. You know, like at least $30 or 40, 50. It all depends. You know, you'll have to work the price of it, but I know he's very cheap and his mastering is great. You know, so. As a matter of fact, I had to send him some of my tracks.
It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, look, it's 8 o'clock. But yeah, bro, good job, man. So yeah, if you guys got more tracks, be sure to keep sending it to me. I'm here to like feedback on you guys. I'm more than happy to do so. All right, so let's see. Do I have more? No. Let me check on my mail one more time. If not, we'll get back to the tips and tricks and sound design. Sweet. Alright, I got nothing following me. Dope, I'll follow you back on Twitch. Alright, nothing else? Alright, let's start doing our sound designing then. Alright. Thank you guys for sending me your tracks. Let's get it. Let's jump on and run this. Oh my god. This is still bugging me. Alright, let's. Oh wow. So it's got to that point. Alright, so now I got a problem with my freaking Ableton. I gotta close it. This is. Oh my god. Don't save it. Alright, so unfortunately something happened with my Ableton about me drag and dropping the tracks. So I'm gonna show you guys the something then. You just take these out. Don't worry, correct criminal. I still got your stuff marked in my iTunes. So alright guys, so I was actually gonna have to wait all the way to the end to show you guys this, but you know, now I had to show it to you now. Bomber, huh? So yes, I have some news for you guys. One of them is the I have a lot of things coming out right now. I'm super excited and I wanted to share it with all of you guys. I definitely want to share it to you guys, but I can't right now. Only time will present itself, and I will definitely keep you guys on the loop for any new things that are coming. They're definitely coming up. I'm super excited about it. So what I'm gonna show you guys right now is an EP that I've been working on for a couple months. It's just recently, and I wanted to show you guys this all the way to the end, but you know, now with Ableton, no, I'll show it to you now. So call it Future Invaders, and here are the tracks for it. So let's start listening to first one. I'm just gonna give you like little previews of it, and then And that's it. So let's
Someone's taking notes.
That's it. I'm not gonna show you the rest of it, you know. This is only short things here and there, you know. This is another one that I've been so proud of it for so long.
Will you cry?
That's it. Again, I have to cannot show you everything. I can only show you a few things, and this is gonna be the last track I'm gonna show you guys. I don't want to show the rest or show the last one. It's gonna be at least total surprise, you know. So here.
Your volume and up.
So yeah, basically that's the whole EP. The last track not gonna show it to you guys. That's the total surprise. I wanna mind fuck everybody. You know, I wanna make sure everybody's like, whoa, I cannot believe you actually did something like this. Like, yeah. So this is a little preview of my forthcoming EP. It's my first EP I've ever produced, and I'm super excited. I got a lot of support from it. Big shout out to Drop Central and Hybrid Trap for helping me for this. Oh, before I forget, tomorrow guys, it's gonna be the release of my personal vocal pack that's be released on Hybrid Trap. So for those of you who don't know where Hybrid Trap is a label blog that's in SoundCloud. Has a big following, a lot of dope tracks in there, man. It's partners up with Drop Central and Good Vibes Only. So be sure to follow those guys. Drop Central, Hybrid Trap Music, and Good Vibes Only. Follow them. They're gonna release my second vocal pack that I produced for them, and it's dope. I couldn't even believe it when I listened to it. It's funny. It's some random stuff, but it's like cool stuff that I know that it'll be dope for you guys to put on your song. It's actually for free, so you guys can go to Hybrid Trap Music at SoundCloud and download that for free, you know. So big shout out to those guys. Those guys have been supporting me since day one, you know, and a lot of support from them, you know. And well, kudos for those guys, all right. So let's go. So I wanted to show you guys, because I said it earlier, I want to show you guys a little bit about sidechaining, you know, because a lot of times people use the compressor to use sidechain, or depending on the DAW. For Ableton users, most of the time people uses the compressor for sidechain. I don't know if it's the same one that you guys use for any other DAWs like Logic or let me see, Logic or Fruity Loops, and I don't know what any other that people normally use, because these are like the free DAWs that everybody uses: Logic, Ableton, and Fruity Loops. Those are like the three main ones right now. So I don't know how sidechain works on the other two, but I know this is how you sidechain. Most of the time people just like come over here, let's see, go on the compressor, and then just like drop it right here. I'm put on compressor, and then just like where it says sidechain, which the compressor helps you do that. You just go ahead, click sidechain, and then just like go where do you want it to be sidechain. So you'll be like, oh, on the kick, on the snare, or have it in the kick snare, you know, kick right here. Then start compressing it however you want it, you know, however you want it. Like have here, don't, yeah, have it this all the way release, and then just like, no, just like have it right here, and have it right. No, the knee has to be like here. Yeah. Something like that. Normally people will just go here and sidechain, you know, have this sidechain, and then, you know, just have it like right there. Yeah, that's how normally people will sidechain, you know. However, I found a different method to sidechain properly, and it's actually very effective. And this was I learned this from my buddy Adair. He's a sick bass music producer. He's one will never say die. So I talked to him a couple times. You know, we do sessions. I mean, he helps me up a lot. He has helped me up throughout the year. Like, because of him, I am where I am. Like, I gotta give big shout out to him, man. Kudos for helping me right there from the beginning, mentoring and tutoring me and all that stuff. You know, he's a great person, a great dude, a great producer. So, and he showed me how to sidechain using Volume Shaper. For those of you who don't know Volume Shaper, this is what Volume Shaper is. This is what it looks like. This is what it comes from the company that does Shaper bots. It's like $40, you know, like you guys can pay it. It's no big deal, you know. So it's simple, and it's dope how he actually showed it to me, because I was like, I can't believe you can actually do it. And then when I apply it to my tracks, you can immediately hear the difference, because in this, it's much more effective, and it goes right straight to the point to where you want to sidechain, instead of like, oh, go to the compressor, and then you remember it's a compressor, so that means that you gotta push out more audio in it, so that way, and then tweak a lot of stuff, so that way it doesn't feel like it's being compressed. Like, it's a lot of factors that you had to do for sidechaining, you know. Well, this will just jump over the whole compressor frame and just straightly go sidechaining. So, because I have it like that, I totally forgot what it was. But let's see if I can remember. All right, let's just try to build. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's completely start from new. See, shape bots. There you go. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and create a new MIDI track. I have it right here. Alright, so I created a new MIDI track, and I'm gonna add shaper bots right here to that melee check. So all these things are gonna pop out in that shaper bots. The one I want, it'll be volume shapers. So one click sidechain effects and multi-band level controls. That's the one we want, Papa. So let's do this. All right. First things first. The first thing we want to do is that we want this to be MIDI one shot beat. There you go. And you want it on a loop length 1/4. There you go. So cool thing about this is that look what you can actually do. Basically, you can control the shape of how you want your things to come out, you know? You can even have it ducking, trimming, rhythming, bass, rhythm 2. Like, all these are cool stuff. Like, wow. This will... But for the purposes of what we're doing, we want it to be ducking. Because that's what we want. That's the whole... such thing comes together. So what we do is, here's what we're gonna do. Now I start to remember. All right, so let's put the kick right here next to us. All right, so first things first, let me hear the kick. All right, cool. So that's the kick for you. And it's totally depend on whatever kick you guys want to, you know, whatever kick. Doesn't have to be the kick I use. It could be your own kick. It could be someone else's kick. Whatever kick you want, you know. But this is what you're gonna do. So you're gonna drag and drop the shaper bots that's already being programmed to be volume shaper. And you're gonna drag it right here to where the kick is. You're gonna open up the window. Now we're gonna press play and hear the kick. For some reason, I'm not seeing it. I don't know why. I'm supposed to see it. It's definitely... Huh. That's odd. Let me see. Something's not right. Even so, I don't hear it. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so for unknown reasons, why is that not working? That's totally weird of why is it not working. Because it's definitely catching up to it. Oh, wait a minute. So if I put it right here where I have the side trigger. Still, I don't see it. That's so weird. But I can still do everything I want. What? This is totally bummer. That's the thing. I can see it, and it's processing, but for some reason, huh. That is so weird. Wow. Alright, to be honest, guys, this is I haven't done this in a long time because I just basically, once I did it, I just like saved the session into a template, so that way every time I come in, I just like go straight to it and just like don't have to worry about, you know, me sidechaining or getting the kits or anything. And most of the time, all my kits are the same, you know. And then if the kits are not the same, then basically all I gotta do is just come over here and then just like either extend it or lower it to whatever extent I want to go along with it, you know. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for it. The next time I do a live session, then I'll definitely gonna be coming back with showing. All right, this is how you probably do how to sidechain, you know. So sorry about that, guys. So let's go to Serum, because that's definitely not something that I do not fail, or I can't fail. I can't afford to fail. This is where the basis of my sounds coming from. Let's just start listening to it. Alright, cool. So let me show you guys what you guys can do with the oscillator and the noise oscillator. Like, not many people don't know about this, but noise oscillator is just like any other oscillators over here, you know, meaning that it doesn't have to be used to perform white noise. It can also be used as a wavetable function, just like oscillator A and B. And I'll show you guys later on what I mean with that. So, but first things first, I'm gonna show you guys this trick I usually pull when I'm creating new sound. Let me just like look for a sample with growls on it. Alright, look at this many stuff I have. Jesus. Okay, let's go with dubstep samples. Nope. Nope. Dubstep sound sense presets. Alright, cool. Nope. Growl tables. Alright, let me use these bad boys. So this is what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I'm gonna select these 5. Alright, I'm gonna take these 5, and watch what I'm gonna do. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but look what I'm about to do. I'm gonna drag and drop right here. Bam! I got all of those 5 growls into this oscillator. Let's hear from the beginning. Slow as fuck. Let's see if I can tune it up. There you go. Alright, let's see if I detune it. Alright, so I got these 4 or 5 different sounds. And I wanted them to sound unified, like they all belong to one growl. So I'm gonna go over this section right here where the pencil is. I'm gonna click on it, and I'm gonna select all 5 of them. Let's see if I it's like I'm gonna morph them all together. So I'm gonna use the morph special zero fundamental phase, morph them all together, and then I'm gonna process them with the edge face edge grid size, and then normalize each grain. Now this will allow me to make sure that no part of the unified wavetabler doesn't sound lower than the other or higher than the other. It's just make sure that everything sounds the same. So let's go back again. Look at that. Right now, I just created a new sound. Let me just like go up. I just created a new wavetabler, and then see what I can just like go do basic shapes right now. Have this lower, and then FM from this to here. And I could play around with it even more. I could just go. Now it sounds much cleaner. And I can fuck with it even more. Let's go with Ben plus. And then I believe just like add that reverb to make it. I think I just did like a spaghetti type sound. Yes, I'm very close to be a spaghetti type sound. Wow, that's cool. So yeah, guys, like you can actually do stuff like that. You know, you can actually make a really dope sound like this. You know. But this is just simple stuff, you know. It's just like having like a lot of samples, you know. If you want to add like the bass shots, you know, I know everybody has bass shots, that's for sure. Like, and nobody can tell me, oh, I don't use samples, I don't have a bass shot. Like, come on, bro, I know you do. Everybody does it. Like, even the big guys does it. Like, don't lie to me. And I can tell because I have the same bass sound as the one on your tracks. Like, come on, bro. So yeah, I used to get those type of people. I don't know why. So you can do something cool like that, you know, that you can just basically have all these growls and unify it all to get into this oscillator and create this dope sound right here. It's definitely good, you know. So, and it doesn't have to be a reverb. In fact, I can even change the outcome. I could just go like this. So now it sounds much more muddier, but then if you go to the effects, it'll just, you know, you can just clean it up from there. Now that's actually one trick. I'm gonna show you guys one more trick that you can do before we sign off, and it'll be the noise oscillator. For those of you who don't know, the noise oscillator is just like any other freaking oscillator. Like, yeah guys, it can be used like oscillator A or B. The fact is that the difference is just you don't see a big ass wavetable. It doesn't have that many fins, but it has its own wavetable position, which in here will be pitch, and then it has its randoms and phase just like here, and it has its level and panning just like here. So you basically can use this as another oscillator, and I'm gonna show you guys this. Let me pick another one. There it is. Shape shift noise oscillator samples for Serum. Dope sound. So look how you can actually use this to another level. So what you're gonna do is just gonna drag and drop this into the noise oscillator from here, and bam, before you know it, you have it right there. It sounds like that. Cool thing about it is just like, oh, I already got the bass shape right here over here, so I can actually modulate this even more. So I can just like turn these on and then start modulating with this, but just like that. So instead of me dragging this to a sampler or simpler or anything that makes me like take me a long ass process to modulate it, I can just drag and drop it from here and start modulating from here, and then start working all the shapes from here. So I can just like go simply do something like this. Look at that. But just that I can just use the same sound right here and start modulating by just using this. Then this is gonna be or you can take a step further and click this right here, which this what's gonna do is basically it's gonna put the bass shot into the key section. So it means it's gonna be on key from here, you know. So let's start listening to it. It's a very low key, so let me just like crank it up. Let's put 24 semitones. Let's crank it a little bit more and push it to 36. Yeah, you can definitely work something with it. Let me see. And then you can just like go from here and then have this and then have like whatever, like you can even have the open. have even the coms be like. Such sweet metallic sounds, and I think you can even FM from the noise isolator. If I'm doing this right, means that I had to close this, and then I'm the one who had to be like going like this. Really? It's like that? Oh, you're right. Yeah, it is like that. So, yeah, if I have something different like this. So it's a lot of things that you can actually work on it, but it's just, you can definitely like FM this to the oscillator, so it's not something that it limits you, you know. There's a lot of things that you can definitely do here, like you could double FN or you could triple FN. I don't know if there's anybody that has ever done triple FN. I want to try that out sometime, but yeah, guys, like this is actually one of the cool things that you can do on Serum. There's so many stuff that you can actually do in Serum. Like, I'm surprised that not everybody has used this to its full potential, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see, what time is it? All right, I got time for one more thing, and then I gotta sign out. So let's just open up a session that I've been working on. Let me see. Yeah, let me just open up this one for sure. Nah, I don't want to do it. I can just like do it another time. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to do these live sessions every 2 weeks or to a month or so. So, but at least for sure that once a month, I'm gonna be doing a live session for all of you guys. You know, that's guaranteed for sure. It's gonna be on the night time. And for those of you who missed it, don't worry about it. I'm definitely thinking of uploading it to YouTube if people demand it to upload on YouTube. If I don't have that many people to put it on YouTube, then yeah, I'm not gonna put it. You know, you missed your chance. You know, sorry about that. I gave it a shot, but so only if people demand it. If they demand it, then bam, by all means, I'll do it. So let's open up this session I started up, because I love this session that I'm about to pull out right now, because the cool thing about it is just I'm starting to use a guitar sounds, and one of the things I was trying to look for is have that guitar sound, that heavy metal guitar. I couldn't find it for the life of me, and then it so happens that Ableton has its own guitar synths, you know, and plugins and stuff. And I was super happy about it, because as soon as I found out about it, I just went to my account on Ableton and downloaded it. And I started messing around with it, and it sounds sick, bro. This is a project I started to do just recently. One of the many. This is just like samples I'm using. I'm not gonna use them all. I'm probably gonna like pick the best one and then just like play around with it, and then just like have I noticed I started working on something. Oh yeah, cause yeah, I definitely was working on something because I already got this. So yeah, that's it. So I want to show you guys what I'm trying to work here as well. So this is like the guitar I did, you know, and this sounds dope. Just take a look and listen to it. it sounds dope, man. It's just it does, you know. I'm super happy about it. I started this project just recently, and I'm gonna implement that punk heavy metal style music into this dubstep track, because definitely it's dubstep. What else? Like, nah, just like everything else is just whatever. Yeah, guys. So, well, let's wrap this up. All right. So, what else? All right, cool. So, guys, thank you very much for coming in, tuning in. I appreciate it for all those guys who actually came here and watched this session. Also, thank you guys for sending me your tracks. All your tracks were dope. I wish you got more so I can help you guys out. Be sure to subscribe and follow my channel. Also, follow if you have any questions, if you want anything, ask me about anything, just hit me up on all my social medias at Twitter, SoundCloud, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Just hit me up at Wolves and Music. That's Wolves and Music, and that's on every other social, including Twitch. Follow me on Twitch at Wolves and Music. So be sure to subscribe and follow me. Be sure to look up any of my crazy shenanigans, and hopefully you guys will be able to see my forthcoming EP. So be sure to check that out. See you next time, guys.